Listen to me. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how smart you are. If you're not consistent, you will lose every single time. Consistency. It's the secret sauce. It's what separates the winners from the wannabes. Anybody can show up once. Anybody can be great for a day. But real greatness comes when you do it. Day after day after day. When you grind, even when you don't feel like it. You want success? You want change? You want to level up? Then you better understand consistency is louder than motivation. Motivation will get you started, but consistency will keep you going. You won't always see the results right away. Sometimes you're planting seeds and it looks like nothing's happening. But if you trust the process, if you keep showing up, keep giving your best, the harvest will come. It always comes. So don't you quit because it's hard. Don't you quit because it's slow. Champions are made when no one's watching. Champions are built in the dark. Consistency builds character. Consistency builds habits. Consistency builds empires. And remember, small, consistent actions over time create massive results. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. You know what's crazy? Everybody wants to talk about talent. Everybody wants to brag about how gifted they are, how smart they are, how naturally good they are at something. And don't get me wrong, talent is great. Talent can get you noticed. Talent can give you a little head start. But listen to me real close. Consistency beats talent when talent isn't consistent every single time. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't show up day after day, if you don't put in the work when it's boring, when it's painful, when it's lonely, you will lose to the person who does. Because talent without discipline is just potential. It's a promise with no delivery. It's a Ferrari with no gas in it. It looks good, but it's not going anywhere. Some of you are sitting around waiting for your talent to carry you to the top. You're waiting for the world to discover how special you are. But the truth is, the world doesn't reward talent alone. It rewards perseverance. It rewards consistency. It rewards that person who gets up every morning and grinds, not just when it's fun, not just when it's easy, but when it hurts, when it's boring, when nobody's clapping for them, when it feels like it's not even working. Let me tell you something real. I've seen some of the most talented people on the planet lose. I've seen singers who had the voice of an angel, athletes who had crazy skills, entrepreneurs who had genius ideas. And you know why they didn't make it. They weren't consistent. They got distracted. They got lazy. They thought their gift was enough. Meanwhile, someone with half the talent, half the natural ability showed up every day, worked on their craft every day, got better every day.
Hello, dear amazing people. How are you doing? How are you doing? You're welcome to the grand finale week, of the Leverage 2026 online conference. And I am particularly excited about tonight. If you can hear me and I am loud and clear enough, please go ahead. Let me know in the comments. You can hear me and I am loud and clear enough. Please go ahead. Let me know in the comments. Who is excited to be here? Amazing. Who is excited to be here? Go ahead. The Leverage 2026 online conference. And this is our fifth session for the conference. We are privileged to have none other but the boss himself, Mr. Elisha Mamman. It's going to be a mind-blowing session, I guarantee you. So you can hear me and I am loud and clear enough. Go ahead, let me know in the comments. And if you're just joining in, whether it's your first time or not, do well, comment your first name and your current location. As usual, I like to do a quick shout out before we jump right into the business for tonight. I assure you it's going to be a mind-blowing one. The law of value, And our guest tonight is one who has embodied this law, embodied this principle, the principle of value. I had the privilege to meet Mr. Elisha Mamman. By the way, he's my boss and he's also my mentor. I had the privilege to meet him in 2008. That's almost, that should be 8 years ago. And I tell you that relationship, my relationship with him is one that has completely, impacted my life in ways that words cannot describe. And I am excited because I know that tonight our life will not remain the same at all. I'm seeing quite a number of comments. Amazing. Peacemaker says you're loud and clear enough. Thank you. You're just joining in. Make sure you comment your first name and your current location. Okay? So that we'll do the shout out and then we'll get right into the business for tonight. I see Matthew says, I can hear you loud and clear. Nathan Yakubu says, I can hear you loud and clear. Amazing. Benga says, I can hear you loud and clear. Israel says, excited to be here. God bless you. Chidebere, I am excited to be here. Fantastic. Go ahead, comment your first name and your current location if you're just joining in. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button. It will cost you absolutely nothing to subscribe to the channel. You're only helping us to reach more people with the value that we are sharing. My boss just joined the room. I'm super excited. I can already feel the energy. And I know that somebody's life is about to change. Very soon, I'll be putting him up on the stage. But just a quick shout out before we jump right into the business for tonight. I see Matthew from Kaduna. Good to have you, Matthew. I see Dasok from Abuja. Good to have you, Dasok. I see Oluwaseun all the way from Delta. Good to have you, Oluwaseun. We have Mokisa Fred. Mokisa Fred from Uganda, Kampala, Uganda. Good to have you. I see Honorable from Zaria. Good to have you. Jeremiah all the way from Kaduna. Good to have you. We have Elijah also from Kaduna. Williams from Taraba State, Nigeria. We have Samantha from Niger. Is that Niger? No, Niger State. Mina, good to have you. We have Luca Johnson from Kaduna. Good to have you. Shedrack from Edo State. Good to have you. Israel from Zaria. Good to have you. We have Joseph from Zaria, Kaduna State. Bawa from Kaduna. Good to have you. Grace from Zaria. Samuel from Abuja. Excited to have you guys. It's going to be a life transforming one tonight. Let me encourage you, stay away from every form of distraction. If you have to lock yourself in the restroom, do that. Like I'd always say for the School of Personal Development, if you have to lock yourself in the restroom, it is worth it, okay? Stay away from every form of distraction. I know that we're using our phone, so do well. Do not allow the notifications, take you out. It's going to be a mind-blowing one, and we have the boss here himself. I would add him up to the stage. Now, in fact, I don't want to even do any further introductions. Let me add him up, and then he will take over shortly. Who is excited? Who is excited? Boss, I'm so excited to have you, sir. It's such an honor, such a privilege. I think this is the fourth or third leverage that you are speaking on. I do not take it lightly at all. I'm saying it in front of everybody watching and everybody that will watch the rebroadcast. We love you, sir. Thank you for believing in my growth. Thank you for investing in my life. Thank you for investing in my platform. Thank you for, the selflessness with which you used to raise men and to build men. I want you to know that privilege to have you. Let us make welcome Mr. Elisha Mamman, the boss himself. Over to you, sir. Let's have the fire emoji.
Thank you.
Over to you, sir. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
always an honor, and it is truly, truly, truly exciting to see what you do, to see how much you have grown, and to see the level of influence you command in the heart of so many people. I love you, I respect you, and I will continue to support and honor what you represent. Again, EA, well done.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you
for
so much.
every one of you in class tonight, I am excited to be back again for another leverage. One conference, I never say no. I never say no to this conference. Every time I'm invited, it's easy to say yes. I'm excited to be here. I don't know about you. Oh, thank you for loving me. Thank you. Thank you. I can see all your emojis. I'm excited to be here. Now, I want every one of you here to know how much you mean to us, and you are the reason we do what we do. And because of that, we want to clap our hands and tell you, well done. Thank you for Can you hear me?
Welcome back, sir. You're welcome. So sorry about your network.
Thank you. Yeah, network. Sorry.
Yeah, so if you can hear me, just go ahead, sir.
I can hear you. I heard it rained in Kaduna. All right. And so, like I said, we want to say thank you to every one of you and for the role you play, for showing up and allowing us to do what God has called us to do. We do not take you for granted. We do not take your presence for granted. We do not take your showing up for granted. We love you and we pray that you will consistently rise in life and you will know what true success means. And having said that, tonight I've been given the singular honor to talk to you about the law of value. We are looking at the concept of success and the laws that guarantees it. And for me tonight, and I've been given the singular privilege to talk about this law, the law of value, the law of value. And it is important we know that this particular law is a compulsory law. Value cannot be interchanged. It must be present in all equations. Listen to me. In whatever equation of success you want to graft, whoever is designing that equation, which country he's from and what planet he's upon, the law of value is a compulsory constant in all equations. Some can be interchangeable, but the law of value is constant. And that is why this law is particularly very, very important for the issue of your success and for the issue of your greatness. So tonight, for a simple outline, I will consider what it is. What does it mean? I will also consider why is it important? Why can't we do without it? It should be something we can do without. Sorry, we cannot do without it. Nobody can do without this law, whether in the religion whether spiritually, whether secularly, you cannot escape this law. What does it entail? Meaning, what are the elements that makes youth truly valuable? And lastly, practical guide to becoming valuable. What are the little things you need to begin to add properly to your life? In what ratio that will bring you to a place of true value? If you understand that, let me give you a case study tonight. How many of you watch football? How many of you watch soccer? If you watch soccer, if you watch football, you will remember several years ago, Ronaldo was moved from Italy to Saudi Arabia, and it was the groundbreaking amount. It was bank breaking. That amount has never been heard in football history. Over 200 million euro per annum. It was renewed after 2 years, and this time around, they added 5% of the entire club to the deal. That is value. But listen to me, Sadio Mane was also brought into that club from Germany. He was brought from Bayern to that same club. And Sadio, another remarkable African footballer, he was brought for about between 30 to 40 million euro. Hear me, Ronaldo was 200 plus. Sadio was between 30 and 40 million. Both of them are going to play for the same club. Both of them are going to do the same trainings. Both of them are going to do the same things. Listen to me. But one commanded 200 million and the other commanded 40 million. This is why this conversation is important. There are speakers that collect 100,000. There are speakers that collect 1 million on the same platform. This is truly important. This is truly important. So if you catch what I just said about Ronaldo and Sadio Mane, you will now understand why you can be in the same house, you can study the same course, you can live in the same city, you can even marry from the same tribe and still not command the same worth and value in the marketplace. You see, value is not about similarity. Value is about solutions. It is not because it took me 3 years to build. It is not because it took both of us 3 years to build that both of us will command the same thing. It is not because it took us 5 years to study together that both of us will command the same value in the market. It is not like that. It does not work like that. And that's why you and I are here. Now, first outline, what is value? And so value refers to the importance, the usefulness, the worth, and the benefit of something to an individual or to a group of people. I repeat, the importance, the usefulness, the worth, and the benefit of something or someone to another individual or to a group of people. You can be valuable to a person. You can be valuable to a group. You can be valuable to a country. Value grows. It can start local and grow global. It can start local and it can grow global. So whenever we talk about value, we are simply talking about the worth that is placed on something, the worth that is placed on someone, the worth that is placed on something by others. By others. You create value, but people determine its worth to them. And that is why there's something called perceived value. So people are willing to pay exactly what it really is. So this is very important. Now, this is Elisha Mamman's definition. If you have met that guy before, this is his definition. Value is the benefit or solution derived from the consumption of a product or service or from an encounter with a person. Value is the benefit or the solution you derive from consuming a product or service or from encountering a person. So whenever we talk about value, we are talking about two principal words: benefit, which means advantage, and solution, which also means usefulness. When we talk about value, we are trying to ask you, how useful are you to your family? How useful are you to your generation? How useful are you to the city where you belong? How useful are you to your friends? How useful useful are you to your wife? How useful are you to your children? How useful are you? When we talk about value, we are talking about the benefit you bring to the table. We are talking about the advantage you bring to the lives of other people. When people encounter you, do they gain an advantage? When people encounter you, is a solution brought? Is a problem solved? I usually tell people who follow me that if you follow me for 3 years, I won't just transform your life, I will transform your livelihood. I am saying this with every sense of humility because I consider myself a person of value. And in the last 10 years, to the glory of God Almighty, through whom I am able to do what I do, I have affected lives and I have affected livelihoods. Value. What are you worth in the marketplace? Years ago, when I started speaking, when I go to speak, nobody gives me above 50,000. That was how they perceived me. Beautiful cars. I was wearing expensive clothes. Yet, in their head, this is all they can give to me. Many years after, I have gone back to these same places and they have measured up. They are giving me 3, 4, 5, and even 10 times what they once gave me. Why? I did not demand it. I developed myself. I did not demand it by writing lovely letters. I did not demand it by posting photos. I did not demand it by shouting I am important. I went back home. I sat down. I built. I sat down, I developed, I sat down, I improved upon who I am, what I know, and what I can do, and value began to change. My worth in the market began to change from 5,000 to 50,000 to today 700 to 1 million for every 45 minutes. Coaching moved from 150,000 per month to $1,500 for 24 hours. Value. 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 How important are you to others? How useful are you to others? What benefit do people enjoy associating with you? Somebody was speaking to me last week and he said, somebody bought something from me because I mentioned your name. Another person said, somebody bought something from me because they saw me. I posted a picture of myself and you. Somebody called me. Somebody bought something from me because the person said you posted something and you said you have that same thing. The person ordered that. I'm talking about 150,000 naira shoe. Somebody was willing to buy that because Elisha Mamman wore it and crossed his leg and said this was made by Leoma shoes. This is made in Kaduna. This is glorious and beautiful in my leg. Simple. What benefit are people enjoying because they are relating with you? What is the advantage for following you? What is the advantage for serving you? That's value. What happens to people after they encounter you? Outline number 2. Why is value important? My sister, why must you labor to become valuable? My brother, why should you invest so much time in building value? Why? It is because value influences the key drivers of results. I repeat, value is an influencer. It influences key drivers of results. Number 1, value influences decisions and choices. And hear me, choices determines consequences. Consequences simply means results. Choices simply means causes. When you choose, you have engaged a cause, there will definitely be an effect. So choice is a cause and consequences are effect. Value influences your choices and your decisions. Those things, your choices now tampers with your results. What you choose to be doing, what you choose to be saying, who you choose to be hanging is affecting everything you are becoming and everything you are producing. Number 2, value influences behavior. If you have heard me before, you will hear me say behavior is a major driver of results. And when we talk about behavior, we are talking about actions, we are talking about habits, and we are talking about responses to life, responses to situations, responses to challenges. Your values will affect your behavior. Your behavior will affect your results. Number 3, priorities. Priorities. Values determine what is most important. Values influence what is supposed to be important to you per time. What should come first in your life? These 3 things are important. If you get your priorities right, you get your behavior right, you get your decisions right, you cannot fail in life. Some of you think when you fail in something, it means you have failed. No, everybody fails at something. Everybody fails in something. But failing in something does not equal failing in life. Everyone fails, but not everyone is a failure. You must understand. So that is why value is important. Lastly, value influences your worth in the market. Value determines your worth in the marketplace. It affects what people are willing to pay you. It affects what people are willing to pay you in the marketplace. It is value that determines it. It is value that influences it. Now, it is important, before I go to elements, it is important I tell you that what many of us don't understand is that our personal values in life have a way to determine how valuable we will become in life. I repeat, what we consider very important in life. Have a way of determining what other people how other people see us as important in life. And so there is something you must not joke with. It is called your personal values, what you call core values, what corporate organizations call corporate values. You should have personal values. Those are the things you consider most important in your life. Some will say kindness. But today I'm just talking about value as it relates to success and the marketplace. Success and the marketplace. So it will influence your choice and decision. Your values will influence your behaviors. Your values will influence your priorities, and your values will determine your worth in the marketplace. Now, elements of value. What is true value composed of? If you see any man that elements body them. If you see any man that is valuable, this is embodied by them. There are certain things. Value is a combination. Value is a composition of several things. Very important. And so, number one, quickly, I want to beat time, and so that I can take questions. Is that fair enough? If that is okay. And I want to know everybody's listening to me, so just drop a comment. Let me know I'm alive, and I'm not talking to myself. Only Atfumi has been writing some nice points. I know she's hearing clearly. I want to know if everyone is hearing me. Just drop something that I've said that struck you. You know, if I've been boring, just say you are boring. Be fast and get out. Just at least respond so that I will know if I will summarize in 2 seconds and leave this place. Amazing. Amazing. So quickly. Number one element of value is utility, means usefulness. And in this content, we're talking about your ability to satisfy a need in the market, an ability to satisfy a need in the lives of people, an ability to solve problems. When we talk about you having utility, we are saying you have the ability in you to satisfy a need in the market, and you have the ability to solve a problem. So when we talk about value, we are saying your value in the market will be determined by your ability to solve problems. Ability to solve problems. You cannot be solution driven and not be valuable. You cannot become an answer to the needs of people and not be valuable. This is key, my brother. This is key, my sisters. Usefulness. How useful are you? If you notice the ease in which a screwdriver removes a screw that no matter how strong you are, you can't remove from a wood, you will appreciate the usefulness of a screwdriver. If you know how small a key, when it is missing, can keep you out of your life and out of your home and out of your comfort for as long as possible, you will know how useful a key is to the right door. I am asking you again, do you have utility? How useful are you to people around you? How useful are you to people around you? How useful are you to your family? How useful are you to your nation? How useful are you? This is key. This is key. Number 2 element, importance. 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 Anything that is valuable is important. And when we say important, we are saying it is considered significant and meaningful. Is what you are doing considered significant? Is what you are doing considered meaningful? I remember when we started the winning mindset with less than 6 people, 18, 20, and then empty halls once in a while until it blew. Why? People began to see that it is important. And the moment people see that something is important, they gravitate towards it. How significant is what you are doing to the lives of the people around you? Stop complaining that nobody is following you. By the way, where are you going that someone should follow you? By the way, what are you accomplishing that someone should imitate you? How is your life meaningfully affecting other people? Importance. For example, education is important. Why? The more educated you are, it simply means your knowledge is improved and it gives you opportunities. Education increases opportunity. It improves knowledge and it increases your opportunity. It's important. There's a video going viral and the whole country is angry about somebody saying he had 500 vacancy and he couldn't fill it with Nigerians because Nigerians are unemployable. I do not 100% agree with him, but besides, a lot of people are unemployable. I don't agree with him completely that Nigerian youths are all unemployable. Why? Because everywhere you turn, there are young people in Nigeria doing extremely better than anything else you can think. They are doing better than you can imagine. They are doing better given the circumstances that this government have given to them. They are still excelling, they are still prospering, they are still building. Nevertheless, there are many very unemployable young people. How important are you to others? Today I ran to Abuja for a meeting, and after the meeting, a group of very important people were talking to my friend who launched an estate today. I went for the groundbreaking. They were talking to him about reaching a particular man they desperately wanted. And he shouted my name and I came and said, bro, he told the man, he said, sir, don't be offended. I don't have what it takes to get us access to that man. But this, my friend, can do it. Immediately the man says, ADC, take his number. Take his number, please. I just became important. And they have been checking on me. Why? What they want, I have something to deal with it. If you want to be important to people, become an answer to a need they are carrying. Become an answer to a question they are asking. Become a solution to a problem they are running with. Number 3, benefit, advantage. Every person of value has an advantage. Value increases when something provides positive benefit. Whenever your life is providing positive benefits, whenever your life is providing advantages for people, you will find out you are becoming important to many and you are becoming relevant in to lives of many people. You are as valuable as the advantage you bring. You are as valuable as the advantage you possess. You are as valuable as the benefit you bring to the table. You are not important because you have access to a table. You are important based on what you put on that table. And so Jesus was sitting one day. There was a table. And while Jesus sat on that table, a woman came and said, "Please, I beg you, do this and this for my daughter." And Jesus said, "We will not carry the bread that is on the table and give it to dogs." And the woman said, "We know, I agree. Yet there are crumbs that fall off the table." Oh, the woman told Jesus, "Your benefit transcends what you put on the table. Even people who are eating from you, what is falling out of their mouth is doing things." Listen to me. When your advantage becomes other people's advantage, your value grows. I have received greater honor because of the people I have raised. I have been respected because of the people I influenced. I have been carried into rooms I wouldn't have entered because a boy I raised entered that room, and instead of teaching, he first of all recognized that I cannot be here if Elisha Mamman ignored me. What advantage? What advantage do you bring? What benefits do you bring? Do you know graduating from Harvard has advantages? Do you know graduating from Covenant has advantages? Do you know having AI skills now has advantage? Do you know knowing certain people have advantage? If you want to be a person of value, you must provide people with benefits and advantage. Lastly, there are so much, but I'm trying. Okay. Number 4, scarcity. You know the game. When something is limited, it is valuable. When someone is irreplaceable, he is valuable. It was Bob Proctor that established the law of compensation, and he said that there are 3 things that drive compensation in the market. He said 1 is the need for what you do. 2 is that you are irreplaceable. The demand, the need for it, and the irreplaceability of the person doing it. That is scarcity. If it is easy to find someone doing what you do, you will not carry premium on your head. I repeat, if it is very easy to find someone who can do what you do, you will not be very valuable in the market. Number 5, quality. The word quality simply means extremely good or excellent. Extremely good or excellent. Extremely good or excellent. Listen to me. Excellence increases value. Being very good increases value. Doing very well increases your chances to succeed. I'm talking about quality. What is the quality of information you are dishing out? You want to be a coach. What is the quality of system you present people? I saw a managing director today and he said, sir, I just started my company ending last year. You are coming for our company training by June. I said, why? He said, the first time I met you, you taught goal setting in the company I am teaching. In the company I was working. He said, sir, I wrote 10 things. 9 came to pass in 2 years. Since that day, I do not take you for granted. Did you see the advantage I brought to him? Did you see the quality of information I brought? It produced the results I promised. Quality. If you have ever entered a Louis Vuitton shop, you will know they don't do discount and they don't do sales. Why? As far as they are concerned, they were never producing for those people who can't afford them. Quality. I'm presently in a hotel in Abuja that is always fully booked, but it is not cheap. Why? It is beautiful. Maintenance top notch. I find myself going back there again and again. Why? Because of Would you like to become excellent in what you do? I started a good farm January this year. A son of mine came and I was taking him around and he said, sir, why must you insist to be excellent in everything, including in building a good farm? And I said something, and I said, if excellence is in me, it will show in everything. But if it is not in me, it will be showing itself only in things I want to impress people. Some of you are excellent when you are going out, but when you come back in, you are poorly, your quality drops. Lastly, morality. It is true that righteousness exalts, righteousness uplifts. It is true that purity increases the value of a thing. It is true that the purity of a stone will determine its worth in the market. Hear what I'm about to say. Your actions and behavior must be pure. They must meet ethical standard. You cannot cut corners because you want to make money. You cannot continue to compromise virtue because you want money. Virtue increases value. So when you compromise virtue, you will only get money, but you will not be valuable. When you compromise virtue, you may get money, but you will never be valuable in the eyes of those whom you compromised your value from. Very key. Be pure in your actions. Be pure in your behaviors. Deal with people in integrity. Become that reliable person. Be kind. Wow. Amazing, 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 amazing. Lastly, and my last heading. If you are truly blessed, put your emoji, your best emoji forward as I talk about practical application. What 4 things do I need you to start doing from today that will change your value in the market? What do I teach my boys? What do I teach my girls? That when people bring an offer to them, the offer is always better than what other people are getting. And they do not have the same requirements that those people have. Quickly. Let's do this quickly. My iPad battery is very low. Quickly. I cannot disappoint my boss. Emmanuel Amadu is my boss, and I love him dearly. Number one, pursue knowledge. Pursue knowledge. Intentionally pursue knowledge from today. Pursue it in the area you seek relevance. Pursue knowledge in the area you seek relevance. If it's in the area of business, if it's in the area of enterprise, if it's in the area of leadership, if it's in the area of wealth creation, if it is the area of relationships, if it's in the area of mentorship, pursue knowledge intentionally in the area you seek relevance. Make sure you pursue knowledge that is correct, and make sure you pursue it in its current form. Make sure you pursue information that is correct, and make sure you pursue it in its current form. Pursue knowledge. Pursue knowledge. Number two, develop relevant skills. Develop relevant skill. Become skillful. Something in the Bible blew my mind. God wanted to build a tabernacle, simple. God wanted to build a house he can inhabit. And when he told Moses, he gave Moses the measurements. Then he told Moses, I am going to send my son Bezalel to you. He is a man anointed with skill to be able to build it to my standard. Hear me. Until you are meeting the standard of the market, you will not be valuable. God didn't pick anybody. He picked a skillful man to build his house. Why should I pick you? Because I know you to build my house when you goddamn know nothing about building a good house. Why will I build you? You started interior decoration last weekend. Why should I hire you to decorate my house when I can pay for a better one? When you have not finished learning colors yet. Why must I be the one you will use as a guinea pig for a skill you have refused to master? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Develop relevant skills. Develop skills that are relevant to your industry. Develop correct skills. They should be current. Now, AI is aiding people in your own area. Learn something about how AI can make your work easy. Number three, develop attitude. Attitude simply means a settled way of thinking, feeling. Attitude simply means how you think, how you feel, and how you behave towards other people. It's about just how you think and you respond to other people and to the situations of life. Develop a positive attitude to life. Develop an optimistic approach to life. Become enthusiastic about life. Philippians 4:8. Think on these things. There are things that are recommended that we should be thinking about. Go check it out and think on these things. What is your behavior like? And lastly, mentorship. Mentorship increases value. Oh, this is remarkable. Thank you. Think of what is true about your life. Think of what is pure. Think of what is praiseworthy. Very important. Number 4, and the last thing, mentorship. Hear me. Who taught you can affect your market value? Who taught you can affect your market value? Where you learned what you are doing can tamper with how you are perceived in the marketplace. Who your mentor is, who your coach is, who trained you is affecting you. You are the only one that does not know that. Mentorship affects value. The purpose of mentorship actually is to improve your value in life. That's why. Who taught you what you know can affect what other people perceive about what you know. That's why one of the questions people ask is, where did you school? Where did you school? Who trained you? Who certified you? I remember we were trying to set up a company for leadership many, many years ago. My friend has a master's degree from University of Manchester and I don't, but I have a John Maxwell certification in leadership. So they kept insisting they want something that has to do with leadership. So I told them, I said, I don't think this, if you can put a master's degree and they're ignoring it, I don't think this one will work. And my partner said, send me the certificate. And I sent it. And the man sent a message to her and he says, why did you not send this from the beginning? You have been wasting our times. Why? John Maxwell is associated with leadership. As far as they are concerned, if it's John Maxwell that certified me, then I am worthy to be given an opportunity. Who taught you is affecting you. Who taught you is influencing you. Tonight, as I come to a close, I want to ask you just two simple questions. Who are you useful to? Meaning, whose problem are you solving? Whose needs are you meeting? If you continue to meet your needs, somebody will be getting richer. But if you start meeting the needs of others, you will start to get richer. Lastly, how relevant are you to people? How relevant? How important are you? How important is your role in the lives of other people? I close with a story. I met a young man last year, and he said, sir, I've been working for 4 years, but I don't have anything to show for it. Can you mentor me? I will do whatever you say. And I said, it will be my honor. He's actually coming to my hotel tonight to spend the night here with me in my hotel. It's a good son. And in 1 year, God has been good to him. He has acquired several properties in the city of Abuja and in the city of Yola. And yesterday he sent a message to me and he said, Daddy, I will be going to Rwanda and Kenya this year in June. You spoke to me and I readjusted. Did you see how important my role is in his life? Ladies and gentlemen, it is not because you can't succeed. It is only because you are not building value enough. You are not poor because of where you came from. You are poor because nothing is coming from you. Thank you for having me tonight. Emmanuel Amadou, over to you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, boss. I'm truly mind blown. Let's have the fire emoji if you know you got value. Thank you so much for this insightful session.
Man, I can't hear you.
Insightful lessons. Very calm but very deep. And there's a difference between speaking from the head someone teach like this, you can know for a fact that this is not just head knowledge. This is not just book knowledge. And we're privileged to learn from the boss himself. Thank you so much, sir. I'll still have to go back and sit down and digest. Every session in the Leverage Conference is a fire. If you have a question, please go ahead. Maybe we'll take 2 questions. If you have a question, just go ahead and put it down. Okay, so go ahead, put your questions down. We still have Mr. Elisha Mamman here. Whilst all of that is going on, a warm reminder, we're having the final session on Saturday. So we're having the final session on this Saturday, the loss of transformation. So you don't want to miss out. Go ahead, ask your questions if you're here. Do we have any question whatsoever? Okay, then I'm not seeing any questions. So thank you so much. I think Mr. Elisha Mamman seems to not be at the green room. But let's go ahead. Okay, it's here. Okay, I think I've seen a question. Fantastic. Boss, this is to you, sir. It says, what can you do if your value is not perceived or appreciated?
Come again. Emmanuel, come again. I just added myself because of my network. Can you hear me?
Perceived or appreciated. It's from Fetchim Williams. It's on the screen.
What can you do if your value is not perceived or appreciated? Then it is not your problem. It is not your problem. Because it is others that are meant to perceive your value, and it is others that are meant to appreciate your value. But what you can do is to make sure that you place your value where it should be. There is what do they call it? There is let me make it like this. Light is beautiful in darkness. Light is beautiful in darkness. Putting light in light is of no importance. So if you have light, you are meant to find darkness and light it. So what you need to do is reposition yourself. Emmanuel Amadu can teach you that any day, anytime. Reposition yourself. Many times, people who don't appreciate value do not recognize it. Not everybody recognizes real value when they see them, until other people begin to talk about it. So reposition yourself. Make sure your value is in front of those who deserve it. Make sure it is in front of those who have need for it. Stop pouring water into baskets. Reposition yourself. And we can begin to talk about all that. But if you are in this rich community, Emmanuel Amadu can tell you how to position value. How to position value. I gave you an example. Light in darkness. Thirst. You don't use food to quench thirst. You don't use food to quench thirst. You use water to quench thirst. No matter how thirsty you are, no matter, you see, that's the problem. No matter how It's crazy you are. If test is your problem, you will not be looking for food. Why? Your entire system knows that the solution to test is water. So like I said, it's about repositioning, and Emmanuel Amadu will do justice in this community as time goes on. It's one thing he's very good at, positioning value. Next question.
Fantastic, sir. I'm putting the questions on the screen. The next question is already up. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, I'll.
It says, how do you deal with lack of confidence that makes
remain in your shell? What do we call lack of confidence? Many times, what we call lack of confidence is fear. You are afraid you may be rejected. You are afraid you may be insulted. You are afraid you may be criticized. You are afraid you may not make it. Damn the consequences. Confidence is not that we are, confidence is just that we have courage. That's all. Whether you have confidence or not, you will fail. But if you remain in your shell, you have already failed. You have already failed. So I want to encourage you. Damn the consequences of that fear. Start that thing that you are afraid of. Go the extra mile. Build that skill.
Fantastic,
Start that
sir.
podcast. Start that podcast. Shoot that video. Create that course. Do it. Put it out there. By the way, whatever people think can become lessons and become guidance for you to do better next time. Stop being afraid. Be confident enough. If you believe in what you carry, confidence comes from belief, and confidence comes from knowledge. When you know what you are doing, automatically you're confident. Have you seen poor people that enter a room as if they own the room? They just know something you don't know. Next question, please, sir. Is it what of your value in personal decision or from people? Is the what of your value a personal decision or from people? Well. First things first, you must know what your what is. There's something we call inherent value, and there's something we call personal market value. Inherent value is the value you need to know that irrespective of what you know or what you have, you are a valuable person. That is determined by who created you. Now, inherent value is determined by God, but not market value. Your market value is determined by skills and whose problem you are solving. Skill and whose problem you are solving. So first things first, you must first make a personal decision to be valuable. And then people will start perceiving you as valuable. Because if I'm going to pay for something, I must perceive it is worth it. If I am going to pay for something, I must perceive, I must believe, I must accept that it is worth it. So whether you like it or not, when it comes to what you will receive, people will determine that. You can fix a price for your value. But what people consistently want to pay speaks of how they perceive that value. So it's a mix of what you have just said. God bless you. So what do you do when it seems you are working, but it seems your work is not yielding fruit as expected? Some of us will like your mentorship, sir. See Emmanuel Amadu. Sometimes when you say we are working and we're not seeing result, the first question is, how are you doing the work? Because the Bible says a foolish man will labor because he does not know how. It's not that he does not know the city. He does not know how to enter the city. So there is a right application of knowledge that allows, that's what they call wisdom, that allows people to perceive you correctly. Something happened in January this year. A young man went to see his former boss, and the former boss said to him, I love what God is doing in your life now. Your results have been very, very remarkable. I am proud of you. And he said to him, so what do you do? And he answered in two ways. He says, sir, apart from what God is doing, a coach came into my life 2 years, and that young man has stretched my life. And the man said, I can get him to come and speak with you. He charges $1,000 for his session. And the man said, okay. The man said, okay, let him come. So the day I was going to come, I had another important meeting, so I couldn't make it. So I had to make it 2 days after, so I went. Ladies and gentlemen, by the time I had audience with this man who is a billionaire, by the time I had audience with him, it was already at the end of the day because the appointment was for 4, but when I got there was a meeting. I waited till 5. I did not speak for more than 25 minutes. I caught his attention. Today, I met his general manager and he says, Oga has not forgotten. He even reminded me that you are coming to train all the staffs and you still have one more session with him. On my way, I got my alert. The session that was supposed to be 2 hours, I used 25 minutes. My value didn't drop. Because by night time, he had called the person that connected us and said, that boy is good. That your coach is good at what he does. So it is not just what you do. It is also how you do what you do. It is also who you do what you do for. It will be an honor to guide you. But if you are in this community, you already have a perfect covering. You already have someone that will. And I can guarantee you, what Emmanuel Amadou can do for you, I don't think I have what it takes to do it for you. But reach out to Emmanuel Amadou, and we will talk again another time about your need for mentorship. But if I am you, I will just stay here. This place is rich enough to change my life. Any other questions, sir? I think I've answered the last one I saw on the screen. My boss, Ima. I hand over.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for the network fluctuations from my own
Emmanuel,
end. But I can see that we're getting value. I see Ejiro saying value. Fumi saying thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, boss, for the privilege to host you. Thank you for the mighty words of encouragement. Thank you so much for the time invested of being here. We do not take it lightly at all. Can we celebrate Mr. Elisha Mamman? So if you're here in the comments, go ahead, celebrate him. Let's see the fire emoji everywhere. Can we say thank you so much, sir? Thank you so much, sir. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can we do that in the comments? Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't see the fire emoji. Let's have it. Let's have it. Thank you so much, sir. We love you. Thank you for making the time to be here. Thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you for the powerful lessons. Thank you for the question and answer sessions. And thank you also for being a tremendous blessing. I do not take this privilege of hosting you lightly at all. Leverage 2026 is such an honor to have had the boss himself, Mr. Elisha Mamman. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll reach out to you after now. So guys, congratulations. You made it through the first 5 sessions of the Leverage Conference. And guess what? We're having our final session on Saturday. That's next tomorrow. It's going to be a mind-blowing one. I'll be teaching on the laws of transformation. I'll share it with the team earlier. I said that what I'll be teaching is something that has not been taught before. And by the grace of God, I trust that we're going to have a stable network. We've already made provisions for, gadgets that are required to stabilize the network. Sincerely apologize for the network, fluctuations up and down, especially from my own end. For those of you who do not know, I stay in Zaria. This is where God has stationed me for now. And there's quite a number of limitations, of staying in the north. The north is a place for growth. It's not a place for visibility. If you truly want to be visible, you can't function from the north. And I trust that hopefully before our next session on Saturday, we should be able to have put structures in place to ensure that the network is good. But we're putting together a system for, permanent solution to this network challenge. And let me encourage, for those of you who would like to support the work, what we do is completely free. The Leaders Manna Network is not a profit organization. It's a non-profit organization. The goal is really to impact young people, right? We're in for capacity building. There are many young people within Africa who are living below their potential, and that's why our continent is the way it is. So Leaders Manna Network has come to create that platform that will empower people, especially young people across Africa, to become better leaders, to become better people, effective people, and then to be a blessing to their world. And it cannot happen if transformation does not happen. So this is the gap that we are here to bridge through platforms like the Leverage. By the grace of God, next year, we'll be having our first physical training, first physical session in Zaria, and then we can scale from there. We'll have upgrade, Abuja, upgrade Lagos, upgrade Port Harcourt, upgrade, Ghana, upgrade Zimbabwe, upgrade, we'll spread across. So know that this is a movement. It's not, the Bible says, though your beginning is small, it says your latter end shall greatly increase. Though your beginning is small. So we're launching out. In fact, it was just last year that we started the Leverage Conference on video. So it was just last year that we started shooting videos for the Leverage Conference, like having a live stream video. It used to be audio, it used to be Telegram. So I believe very strongly that in the next 2-3 years, there's going to be massive upgrade and massive visibility for the Leaders Manna Network, and then for the Leverage. I'm already looking forward to Leverage 2027. By the way, God has already even given us the team for Leverage 2027 and some of the speakers already. And I'm sure that we would have sorted out all of this network challenge. The level of excellence would have, been greatly increased before then. So support us. We still have the School of Personal Development. We run bi-monthly. By the grace of God, by the 4th week of this month, we'll be having the part 2 of the pillars of finance, So I encourage that if you want to support us, let me see if I can put it up. There's a link that you can use to support us. There's also an account number, although we're working on putting a lot of corporate things together, but you can reach out to KONYIL if you're in the group. If you're in the WhatsApp group, you can reach out to KONYIL. If you do want to support, no pressure whatsoever. This is a vision that is sponsored by God, and we know that God will fund it, right? And God is looking for people who become conduit for that. So personally, we're invested. The team are invested. They are investing their time, their energy to see that this conference is a success. You have no idea how much was spent, even though it's not something that is so flamboyant, but the web hosting, the platform here that we're using, all of these things cost real money, right? So you want to support us, you want to support the work that we do. Do well. Let me see if I can put up, okay, partner with leverage. So, okay, so I think you can use this. Let me see if I can put it up. The network is so terrible around here. Yeah, so that's it. You want to partner with us, you can use that account. And let me see. We should have the link also. So you can either use the link or you can use that account. We're already working on putting corporate structures in place. So hopefully before the end of the year, we should have put up the structures that are required to be more formal and to be more professional. But just know that the Leaders Manna Network is here to stay. Leverage Conference is here to stay. Upgrade is here to stay. We're only going from glory to glory. The Bible says the path of the just is as a shining light that shines brighter and brighter even unto the perfect day. We'll be great, we'll be big. One day we'll be hosting the Leverage Conference from a studio, a standard studio. So do well, partner with us. God will bless you for every seed sown, for everyone who has supported us. We've had people, from different regions support the work that we're doing. So partner with us and give. And I'm sure that God will bless, replenish you 1,000-fold. One of our major goals is to solve this network issue. It's been a challenge. It's one of the things that we're currently actively working on. If we need to get Starlink to solve the issue here, we'll do that, especially before the next Leverage conference. So that said, let me quickly put up the flyer for Saturday. Amazing. So this Saturday, we're having the laws of transformation. Is going to be a mind-blowing one. I assure you, I'll be teaching on transformation like never before. If the network allows, there's going to be a short video that I'll be playing during my session. If you want to evolve, many of you don't know that as at 2014, I was a DJ, right? I was struggling with many addictions. I was smoking weed. Literally. And by the grace of God today, I'm the one who is hosting this and being a blessing to us. So I'm going to be sharing my story, how I moved from, that lowly estate, and God has helped us far. We're not where we want to be, but we're not where we used to be. So come Saturday, I'll be opening us to the secrets that makes for transformation, the laws. There are about 5 or 6 of them. I'll be sharing them with us. And I'm sure that our lives will never remain the same again. That said, once again, let me truly appreciate the team, the Leverage team. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. God bless you. By the way, my birthday is on Sunday, so wish me happy birthday. You can send me your birthday messages and all of that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Most importantly, continue to pray for me that God will help us to be focused. God will help us to be intentional, and God will help us to be a blessing to our world that will not be distracted, right? Africa needs us. Africa needs leaders that will bring transformation. So pray for us. To the team, thank you so much, Leverage team. Maybe on Saturday, I'll thank everybody formally. We just have a time to do vote of thanks. But let me do a quick shout out to those of us who are still here. Thank you. Thank you so much for staying true. I see Samantha. God bless you. James Vita, thank you so much. I see Favor. God bless you. Fumi, thank you so much. Agbenyi Joy, thank you. Mariam Somaila, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anointed TV, thank you. Onoja Emmanuel, thank you so much. Mariam Sule Priscilla, God bless you. Delphine, God bless every one of us. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel before you go, and share this video with at least 2 persons so that they can be blessed from the value that has been shared. That said, thank you. Have a lovely night rest. This is Emmanuel Amado here, and this is the Leverage 2026 online conference. Good night.